Bang.
Yo. Back at it, episode 2. Fucking excited. This is good. This is awesome, man. This is great.
This is great, bud.
Okay.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Chilling, working, the usual.
Yeah.
How about you? What's new?
What's new? Fuck, I'm going to be a daddy soon.
Hold up.
Oh, you don't even know which one. That's the one. Exactly. Oh, you knew it. That's funny.
No, that's exciting, man. That's freaking exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how was it going back? See the fam?
Oh, man. It was good. It was really nice seeing the fam. Sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, go.
I was very excited. No, it was good seeing the fam, bro, but like Toronto, not for me, man. Spent 5 minutes on the 401. Wanted to come back home.
No, I bet. No, I haven't been in Toronto in a while, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
And there's freaking overpopulated and shit. Yeah, I gotta love Toronto stuff. But anyway, let's talk about the fight.
The fight, all right, let's go.
Okay. So, I mean, we were talking about it before we started recording. You think that it might be rigged?
It could be rigged. It's entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's rigged.
Okay.
I personally think that, I think they're going to put on the show, but like, I don't see why Mike will go for that. Like, he's been in this path of not chasing clout, focusing on him, like his journey. Like, he's not on that. I don't think he's on that vibe at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my opinion. But, I hope Mike wins.
I want him to win.
But, as a former professional boxer, I'm saying, I think, I'm capping. I'm not. But I honestly think that Jake will make it fun. Like he's an entertainer, obviously. Yeah. But like he improved drastically.
Bro, he's nice. People say he's not nice, but he's nice.
Yeah.
Go look at who he beats up. Professional athletes.
That's true.
Like he'll beat up basketball players, boxers. Like can the general population do that? Probably not.
No.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. No, that's pretty sweet. But as you guys know, we're here, so we have to educate you guys on something. So we're gonna figure out something to educate you on today. Now, I feel like I don't even want to talk about discipline anymore. I don't want to talk about motivation. I want to talk about your step.
My steps.
No, that's not what I meant. But
Euro step.
No, what I mean is like, what are the steps for someone that just got the light bulb? Like, oh shit, I need to get my life together. Like it just hit you. If you have to go back, right? Just hit you. You're like, I need to get my life together. What do I do? What is that first thing you think that they should do? Or maybe that you've been there, that you remember, you're like, all right. Let me tell you where to start. Ground zero.
Like in terms of mindset or just everything?
No, just everything.
Everything? Bro, you gotta turn off.
Like imagine you're sitting there.
Okay.
And you're like thinking about life. Maybe you're having a bourbon. Maybe you're having that old fashioned. Then it hits you like a brick. You're like, I gotta make a change.
Do I know what I know now? Or am I dumb and like before, like not educated and shit?
No, you know what you know now.
Okay.
So you're telling someone that just got the light bulb. Okay. They're seeing this.
Yeah, bro. I tell this to like my family's so Anna's family. She's got a bunch of like younger cousins and shit. Yeah. Like young dudes. I just tell them like focus on something. So cut out distractions and work hard. You can get pretty wealthy just working a 9 to 5, bro.
That's true.
Like if you get you're in the trades.
Yeah.
Bro, you can make a nice salary.
Shit.
You can start a nice business.
Yep.
You can put some nice money away to invest. And if you do that for 30, 40, 50 years, you're going to be a millionaire.
That's
easy.
True. That's true, actually.
Easy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. For me, it's like, honestly, my career path has been all over the place.
Yeah.
If I can go back, I would just go right into like a trade or something and just stick within that trade until I got like financial freedom.
And it's crazy because in school at the time, right? Obviously, they were telling us like for me, just being with like African parents and stuff, you got to be a doctor, you got to be all this. But one thing that guidance counselor was telling me was like, trade is where it's at.
Really?
Yes.
Back in your time?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking 2012, 2013.
No, but that's ahead of the curve, bro.
No, but it's true.
That's ahead of the curve.
So they were saying that trades were where it's at. But at the time, we're like, who wants to be a plumber? I don't want to work on shit.
Bro, my dad told me to be a plumber. So fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now looking back at it, I'd be like, fuck, if I was a plumber, I'd be making like 120 every year.
So much money you have
consistently.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a crazy cash flow.
Yeah.
So basically the biggest thing is stick to something.
Yeah, stick to something.
Just see it through. Organize yourself. Build your credit.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
Oh, that's an important one, building credit. What do you think about that?
I think it's huge. I think if you want to leverage down the line investment, your home, whatever it is, you need credit.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. What about Dave Ramsey though?
Dave Ramsey. Well, everyone. So the way I look at credit is like everyone has a different style of taking risk, and obviously, if you're going to assume credit utilization, it's going to be taking risk. So if he wants to take the no risk approach, if he doesn't believe in credit, that's his style.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's very aggressive in investing, like I am, or other people are, like I will leverage risk all day.
Yeah, that's true.
If I can leverage it, I'll leverage it. Why not? You just have to be responsible. Yeah. That's right. Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it cuts you time. Like if you have to think about the time you need to save, let's say for a full house or like that down payment, like it takes a lot of time. But if you can use the credit and you can anticipate somewhat the return that you will get, and then you can pay that back and then leverage it again. Exactly. That's what it is. Like,
yeah, you just have to be responsible.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand if you never, I guess, use credit or understand it, and it can be scary. Yeah. But once you understand it, it's like, why wouldn't I use it? It's a free resource.
No, that's true. Yeah. And you have to be gradual about it. Like, don't go out there and go get like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 line of credit. Yeah. Like, start with like $400. Yeah, manage that because it's easy to pay.
Yeah.
Right. And then work your way through it. Right. So first thing first, stick to something. Don't go trying to go from, oh my God, I just figured it out, to taking ice bath at 4 a.m. in the morning. And that is not it. Like an ice bath is not going to get you money. Like, what do you think about that though?
What's that?
People that are like, yeah, my $5 million routine. Wake up at 3.
Nah, bro. I don't believe in none of that shit.
Wake up at 3 minus 6. You know, like that's fucked.
I mean, bro, to each their own. Everyone has their own journey. If that works for you, that works for you.
Yeah.
But like, you can't just pretend it works for you when it doesn't. And if you're not worth, whatever, it's $5 million, routine. Are you worth $5 million? Then I'm not going to listen to you. Exactly. You're not qualified.
No, that's true. That's true. But you know what? It's not like at the time when they were grinding. That's the part that people forget. Oh, so that's the routine today.
Now they're showing it.
But
today.
At the time, you think they were like, oh yeah, let me wake up at 4, have a nice ice bath. No, they were hustling, going to work.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, why do I need an ice bath for what I do? No. Like I'm not like a professional athlete. I'm not training every day, like hardcore intense 2 times a day. Like ice bath. My life is already shit. I already have enough suffering. I don't need more suffering with the ice bath and shit.
No, that's fair. Yeah, you know what? That's true. That's true. I guess it's to each their own. But honestly, I think people just need to have a realistic.
Yes, that's it.
Just be realistic with your approach. That's all it is.
I agree.
You're realistic with where you're going.
Exactly.
Take step by step. And you know what? A lot of people don't like to talk about money. They're scared of facing your true trouble. And until you do that, I think you're not going to get anywhere. And that will be the first things to do. Yeah.
I want to go back to credit.
Yeah.
So we talked about credit, but we didn't really dive into it. Like if you were to go back and restart, say you had 0 credit, what would you do? Or what would you recommend? Like what would your first steps be to acquire like a good credit rating or score? Like how do you leverage credit?
Like, I mean, this is what worked for me. The first thing first is make sure that I have a stable job.
Right. Okay. So we're both
that I have consistent cash flow. Okay. First thing is be good with little payments. Maybe start with a cell phone. That's right. Perfect. You can pay that. Maybe participate with your internet, whatever it is. After that, I don't know if they still do it because I don't operate that way anymore. But those credit card that you can like load.
Oh, like a prepaid?
Yeah, but not prepaid. It's like it's actually through the bank.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You can like load.
So you set yourself a limit. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So start with that.
That's usually what they do for people who are entering to use credit or haven't used it before.
Yeah.
Or if they had bad credit, like you could do that stuff.
Exactly.
Like if you're trying to rebuild it. Yeah.
So basically do that because they need a trace of you repaying something. Like don't start with a car loan or something crazy like that. But start with that and then build yourself up this way. That's my route. And then the more money I make and you get those pre-approvals, don't go over what you can afford, right? Listen, you can be making, let's say like $5,000 a month and then they pre-approve you for like $30,000 because you have that looks good. But use what? I would use 5 to 10% of it. Like I wouldn't pass that. You know what I mean? So that's how you want to organize yourself. And then just gradually, just build yourself trust, build those habits, and then your credit will get better.
That's perfect. I agree with that.
Yeah. And something that people don't realize is that getting a house actually makes your credit better. Because I hit a plateau until I bought the house, which was weird. And then it just skyrocketed.
Anything that has a payment where it's consistent and it gives you a credit history will build your credit.
Yeah.
A car payment will do that too.
Yeah, that's true.
It will.
Yeah. Don't get a line of credit for mods.
For what? Mods? Yeah, don't do that shit.
But if you do, just make sure you can pay it back. Just make sure you can pay it back. But yeah, once you build that habit and then you use it for the right reason and the way you're investing, that's all it is. Okay, so credit aside, though. Now, once you got your credit right, what do? You enjoy life.
You go get a scotch. Thank you, buddy. That's why we actually took a break here.
Yeah, cheers. So you enjoy life after you get your credit right. All right. How do you feel about people that always go like, you can't have fun until you make it? What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think fun is, I don't know, subjective?
I mean, it's a personal thing again, like it's just like there's no route to success. I think fun is the same way. Actually, from my studies, every single millionaire, billionaire, successful person who's made it, they always say they should have just took things less serious and had more fun in the earlier days. Yeah. And I'll attest that too.
Yeah.
Like I work hard. I'm a fucking workaholic. When I'm working and like don't bug me and shit.
Yeah.
But then like looking back and I'm like, oh, I could have been easier. I could have been more lightened up.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to take things so seriously. And I think having fun, like that's why we live, like you're supposed to enjoy yourself a little bit.
That's true.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's just being more present. I think there's like great events that I could have been a part of, people I could have met. But I mean, but I was locked in, right? So you need to find this like fine line. But then again, like if I wasn't locked in, or if I was a bit like, chilling and taking it easy, would I be where I am? That's another question.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like we talked about it before. Like the money's gonna come one way or another. Like as long as you're driven, it's gonna come one way or another. Think about it.
Yeah. And I think it's very gradual because now I'm having fun, but in a different way. But yet, you still know your priorities and you're still working towards it. So either way, I think it's important to be present, enjoy life. Life has a lot to offer. At the end of the day, tomorrow is not promised, right? Yeah. Tomorrow is not promised. So we have to do the best that we can today, appreciate the loved ones and stuff and just keep pushing, really.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest mistakes is not being present, I think. Yeah. That's what I like. I want to do more of and be more present, especially now that I'm going to have a kid.
Yeah.
Like you got to be present, right? It's like this time's going to fly by. And when you're on your deathbed, we're going to work hard, going to have all the money in the world, but you're going to look back and think, fuck, I wasn't present. I wish I had more time, right? It's like, that's why you work hard. You work hard to get more money, to pay, to buy back your time, to have freedom, to be present, right? So instead of working 80 hours a week and slaving like some people, like I used to do, now I can be home with my family, right?
Yeah, and just be present and spending this quality time because you're right, time flies. It's weird because it doesn't seem like it, but it does.
It's sad, bro.
It is sad.
Like I think about it often. I always think about time. I'm like, fuck, man. Like where did the time go?
Yeah.
Like,
And it's weird because as a kid, I was like, I can't wait to grow up so I can do this. Now I'm like, shit.
Bro, I wish I was young again. I wish I had 10 more years.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what I knew now 10 years and I had 10 more years. Yeah. Or I wish I knew what I knew now 10 years ago.
Things would have been so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, now where we're at, we got to love Canada, don't we, right?
We got to love Canada?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Love Canada?
Of course. Well, I try to. It's hard to love Canada the last 8 years.
Yeah. We try to. That's the proper way to say it.
You know what I'll say, though? I'm very happy for America, USA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Congrats to them. New prez.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Listen. I love it. I really do. As a President Trump, I do understand that Kamala Harris really tried.
That's pretty good, bro. Now I'm impressed.
No, but for real, like I look at it more in the economy side of things and the traditional route and things like that. So me, I'm all for it. Personally, I'm all for it. Yeah, I think everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their views. But I think if you look at what happened to the economy and the report that came out, I don't know if you saw that report.
Which one?
Of how much she spent in her campaign. She paid like $10 million for $10 million for Beyonce, $1 million for
that's so ridiculous.
Like that's crazy. Just to get a famous person there, you could invest in that to like put your message out there for the people. And that's to me that's like an indication of how she would have ran this shit.
Yeah, it's more about like, look, I'm the popular one. I can get people to tell you to vote for me. I can afford that. But like my thing is this, like, what has she done though? Like, like economically you know, like financially.
She was.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what I found out, bro? Do you know who our finance minister of Canada is?
Oh,
Chrystia Freeland or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you know what her education is on finance?
No.
She's a fucking journalist.
Really?
A journalist, bro. She was a journalist.
Networking. This is what networking
Bro,
gets.
she has no financial education. She just got sucked into office because she was a journalist, and then she dabbled into like a little political position, and then she just kept going up.
That's crazy.
Why she's the finance minister. She has no experience at this, and she's never even run a bank, totally unqualified. And here she is making policy mistakes left and right, and here's a bad one. And the damage she's doing now will be felt, if it doesn't get repaired immediately, for decades.
Bro, but what does that tell you? What does that show you? Kevin O'Leary said it best. He's like, when the world, like organizations, when the head of the countries and the financial guys get together, like financial heads of each country get together, they all talk about finance, right?
Yeah.
They all have like economics background and expertise, and then you have our finance minister there as a fucking journalist.
That's crazy.
Like, what does she do? What is she going to offer? What kind of value does she bring? And then you look at our economy and you're like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah. But you know what? A lot of people are blinded by how much money the government is giving. You know?
Giving?
Yeah.
Like giving away?
Yeah. Yeah. And that has an effect, because where does that come from, right? So people are like, oh man, I'm so excited to get the rebate on.
Oh, fuck the rebate. None of that shit makes sense to me.
But yet it's like he's taking money from you.
Exactly.
So basically, it's just an example for people. He's like taking like $1,000 from you, but then giving you back 200, and it's like, this is for you.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
It's messed up.
I know.
It's messed up.
But people are like, oh my God, we're gonna get 200. Bro, they took 1,000. You're negative 800. Do you guys not understand that shit? It's like simple mathematics. And plus, where do you think, when they say, oh, we're going to give you this, where do you think that money comes from?
The taxes?
Like, it's not just like, oh, we created it out of thin air. Here you go.
No.
And even if they did that, that'd still be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fucks everything up. But you know what? It's crazy. I love this country at the end of the day. And I think it gave me an opportunity as an immigrant. I cannot deny that. But I also cannot deny that it's been whack. Like it's crazy. Even the immigration situation is another thing. But you know what? Hopefully that gets fixed, because at the end of the day, I love Canada, and I hope it gets better. Mm-hmm. Or else you'll see me in Texas.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, actually, maybe I'm not. But
bro, I want to have pride for this country, but it's so hard to.
Yeah, it's
after the last like few years, bro. It's so hard to. And I still feel pride, and I still feel happy when people put the Canadian flag up, even an American flag. I'm like, respect, because I know if they're putting up that flag, the Canadian flag, I know at their roots, at their base, at their core, they like Canada. They love Canada. Yeah. And how many people do that?
That's true.
No one has a Canadian flag anymore. No one flies that shit anymore.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'll tell you one thing. I go to Texas often, right? I go to Dallas. Do you know how many American flags I see? Hundreds everywhere.
People are
every
proud.
50 meters, every 100 meters, there's fucking flags. Come back to Canada, you know what I see? One Canadian flag, 50 pride flags.
Yeah,
why?
That's true.
Why is that? Where's the pride for Canada? Don't Canadians love to be Canadian?
Yeah.
Or are we not Canadian because we took in so many fucking people that don't care about Canada?
Yeah.
That's what hurts, bro. It's like I go to America and they're like, you know, there's division, but everyone has like a sense of pride for something. Here, it's like everyone's out for themselves. It's crazy.
That's true. I mean, like I think I was too young to remember, but I don't know. It just felt like our money was stronger than the U.S. at some point, and things were just like we used to go to the U.S. to shop because it was cheaper. Like that, you know. And now it's like you get $100. Oh, it's almost $200 U.S. It's crazy. But you know what? I just hope things go back to normal, and I just hope that I mean, a lot of people like kind of gave up their citizenship, you know, went away, went to Costa Rica, went to Mexico. A lot of people went to the States, you know, but it's hard. It really is. But at the end of the day, people want what's better for their future. And but still love Canada though.
Brighter times are coming. They're coming, man. 100%.
Yeah. So it'll be sweet. It's but we're getting there. Let's talk about nature. We're just talking about
nature. Okay.
Yeah. This is a crazy switch, but But like, I don't know. What like? Do you do winter sport? I didn't even.
Winter sports?
Yeah.
I used to like snowboard.
Nice.
Yeah, but like when in high school, I don't do winter sports now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's hard, bro. Have you ever been?
No, I haven't. Honestly, I don't do well with the cold. Like I'm alright, but like my toes get cold, my hands. I haven't. I think I'll be decent because I did skateboard like during high school, so I feel like I could get a snowboard pretty good. But
yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, but probably like I'm not sure. But but this year is the year I'm gonna do it. I've been saying that for the past 3 years, but this year I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it. I just can't justify. Like, imagine, okay, I rent boards because it's my first time. I spend that money. Then it's like I spend that money to go freeze on top of a mountain.
Yeah, if you look at it like that, you can do that.
Yeah, or I mean, it's also an experience, so you can see them anyways. But shit.
So you haven't been up there yet?
No.
Okay, well I'll tell you this: it's beautiful. There's nothing like it. Once you get to the top of the mountain, looking down, or even looking around at the peaks, bro, it's freaking insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. I've been a couple times. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. I'm not really big of a snowboarder or winter sports guy, but the nature, the beauty, 100% is there.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you are into that stuff, it's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm guessing you snowboard when you were out east too?
Out west? Or east?
East, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Mountain, a freaking hill in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
But now here we have mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
I was at is it St. Louis? No.
What? Which one?
Lake Louise? The
Lake
mountain?
Louise,
the snow? One of the mountains there.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice.
Fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this year's gonna be the year. I'm definitely gonna try it.
You should try it.
Yeah, I got to give it a shot, see how it goes. And I'm usually a summer activity dude, but you know what? Let's participate in winter sports once. At least I can say I did it.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of it out here too.
Yeah,
because like here you can. Ontario, you got Blue Mountain and Snow Valley.
You have to go to
Horseshoe Valley or something.
Probably to the Quebec side to go to like Tremblant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I've never been out there for that stuff.
It's nice. Yeah, I used to go there quite a bit back in the good old days. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It really is. Yeah. You don't want to talk about cigars?
I love to talk about cigars, bro. I just don't know what the people want to hear, but cigars, I fucking love them. Yeah. What do you want to know about cigars? Let's talk about it, bro.
It's not even what I want to know. It's mostly like, I don't know. I feel like people have it's interesting because I sense that a lot of people, like, it's hard to understand or to grasp why people smoke cigars.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? Like when I tell people like, oh yeah, I'm having a cigar, it's almost like it's either they don't know what to think or it's like they have this perception about it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's hard to, you can tell somebody like, oh yeah, I bought this new vape. Oh yeah, what flavor? Oh, you smoke? Oh, you smoke a cigarette? Me too. Oh, weed? Oh yeah, a cigar. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't bring any reaction towards people.
Well, because I can't relate. Cigars are a state of mind. You can't just have a cigar like, you know, like if you're a nobody, no one's like, oh, I'm going to have a cigar today and enjoy it. Like, you have to know about cigars. You have to understand how to appreciate it. Yeah. Right? It's not something you just have or know or can relate to. It's like, it's a different experience.
Yeah. And I think the first shop that you go to, it's nice when the people there are informed to a certain extent, because that makes or breaks your experience. That's just my point of view. I was really, it was great that I tried mine when I was in Cuba. But when I go to like a shop or something, when you ask, hey, like I want something light, like you kind of ask, and it's like, okay, let me see what size, and then the person knows how to guide you so you can have a great experience about it, because it can be overwhelming. Walking into a humidor, like, I mean, shit. It's a lot. Like, I mean, put yourself in that position for that first person. That's a lot.
No, 100%. And you know what? There's a lot of gatekeepers out there. There are certain people who gatekeep, which I totally don't agree with. And there's actually, like, from my other YouTube channel, a lot of the older heads, some of them are actually good. Like, they say, like, we're glad to see fresh, like, young blood in the game. But I've been to some shops where they're like, man, they're just like rude to you. They don't acknowledge you.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. They just have like a shit attitude.
Like probably because I know a lot of people now probably go buy their cigars just to be cool or to be like, I bought a cigar, because it has that effect to 100%. It because how expensive it is. But I don't know. I just feel like that, and I can understand why they could be reluctant, but it's important to educate the person that wants to come in. Like, you know what I mean? Because that can make or break it. Because there's somebody like me, right? So I could go to a shop and be like, I have my go-tos, but I want to try something different. I don't know where to go, right? And you're the one there selling it. Like, I think if you have that experience, it's great. I mean, you know, so, yeah. Yeah,
no, I think I agree with that. Like, I've been to some shops, like the one in Texas that we go to, my friend's lounge. Kenny, the guy there, the owner, he's so good, man. Yeah. Yeah, like, he's always open. He's, like, trying to pick your brain, see what you like. He'll recommend one. You come back. He's like, how'd you like that one? Okay, I got another one for you. You know, but then it's like, I've been to a shop in Edmonton. The owner didn't give a fuck. Didn't even look at me.
That's crazy.
I say, hey, can I talk to the owner? Oh yeah. And he like looks at me and I'm like, yeah, I'm just looking for some cigars. Do you have any recommendations? What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I'm asking you for recommendations. What do you want? The first question is, have you ever smoked cigars?
Oh, yeah.
You have? What kind? Do you find yourself, do you like more of an intense flavor or a smooth flavor? What do you think? This fucking guy said, what do you want? You know what happened? I'll never recommend that shop. I'll never go back.
Yeah.
So he's lost business. And he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know that I spent thousands of dollars on cigars. So that's his loss.
No, that's true. That
sucks, right?
And I mean, you never know what platform is going to end up on. So you got to be careful. You got to treat everybody that comes in.
You got to be humble.
Yeah.
And you can't gatekeep like that. Like, he was just like a grumpy old dude. I was like, man, you're so like old school, typical guy. But then you have a guy like Kenny in Texas. Bro, I could send anyone to him. I know Kenny's going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's going to respect you. He's going to respect your time. And at the end of the day, you're a customer. You're spending money.
Yeah.
So you got to respect the person that comes in to spend money with you.
No, that's true.
You know, you work hard for that.
No, that's facts. Like, yeah, man. But it's an interesting thing. And I think, like, it's not that scary for anyone that wants to try it for the first time. Like go ask questions, and don't go there with an ego or something.
Yes, I think that's the main thing.
Just go there and just be curious. Just be
Yes.
like, this is what I like. I don't know where to start. Be very open, and you will be amazed how much help you can get. Right? But then if you feel like somebody's been rude to you, thank them for their business and their time, and feel free to walk out, because don't waste your first experience.
Yeah.
You know, they can cut it for you, help you light it, show you what to do. Like, it could be an amazing experience. I've been to some shops here in Calgary, and they've been great. And I can't say too much, but it's amazing. Yeah. They've all been good. I mean, yeah, can't complain.
I can agree with that. I think that's the most important thing. Just be curious. Just show enthusiasm. I think that's like a lot of the cigar shop owners. So I've had like maybe like 2 out of 10 are shit, but 8 out of 10 they're good. And the key thing that I know like they care about is enthusiasm. They like my enthusiasm. It's my curiosity, right? Like, I'm open to learn. I'm open to know. I'm not afraid to ask questions. But if you walk in there with the attitude of like, you know everything, or you're trying to be cool, or something, obviously that's like a turn off.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But if we go into the topic of like manlyhood.
What's that?
Manlyhood.
Manlyhood.
Yeah.
You are poor. You are weak. You are stupid.
Listen. So if we get into that topic, okay, it's very interesting. It's very controversial.
You're weak. You are dumb.
You are poor. You are weak. You are stupid. You are ugly, and you are short. You are none of the things I am. Well, I have an opinion. Well, yeah, Tate thinks this, but I think nobody cares what you think.
And that's true. Nobody cares what you think.
Yeah,
actually, yeah. At the end of the day, nobody does.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Like I know a lot of people talk about like a killer instinct, right? Like I don't like. I mean, Tate is Tate. Like, that's another thing with himself. Okay, but if we just talk about just manlyhood in general, right? I think everybody has kind of a vision of it, right? People see it differently. Like, for me, I think you need to build your character. I think you need to build your skill set. I think like fitness for me is very important, and I do think that you need to value family. Family is big, right? To me, if you can't be there for your loved ones and things like that, to me that makes you less of a man, in my opinion.
I think
right?
so. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's just how I see it, you know? I mean, for Tate is having a lot of women. But for a lot of people, that's not the case. So everybody has a vision of it. So if someone is 18, right, they're like in university and things that are about to graduate, and it gets competitive. And we talked about it on the last episode. So if you haven't yet checked the last episode, we talked about competition. We talked about how the world is competitive and it's war. It's constant war. So that being the case, how would you set yourself up for success when the job that you have, there's people like us that want it?
Yeah.
And the fact is, like what do you do when you don't have the skill set, you don't have the money behind you? How do you build your character?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Honestly, for me, what I say to like the young bucks, like I go back to my wife's cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
I say, yo, work out. Like, just train yourself to have discipline and build some muscle mass and because like basically what you're going to do when you work out is you're going to build your confidence, your discipline, and you're going to build something that no one can take away from you.
Yeah.
So it's like a base. It's a good base. And if, honestly, bro, if you see anyone who's jacked, I know you have, like, there's a part of you in your character that you have consistency and discipline, and you're willing to suffer.
That's true.
Right?
That's
so right
true.
then and there, I'm like, okay, this person, if they can endure that, then they can probably endure this stupid task that I'm going to give them.
No, that's true, because at the end of the day, the gym is the only thing where you can't cheat your way out of. And I'll tell you this. Although if somebody takes like PDs or whatever it is, does it make your muscles grow? Does it do it? Yes, it does. But at the end of the day,
it's okay, I can crop.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but at the end of the day, regardless, what you put in is what you're gonna put out. Like your body's gonna reflect what you ate. Your body's gonna reflect everything, right? So that's what it is. That's what the gym brings. So at the end of the day, what I would say is that discipline part is everything.
Yeah, and honestly, the key thing for me is, bro, I grew up with nothing. I had nothing. But you know what's sick about the gym? Those gains you make, no one can take away from you.
That's true.
No one. They can take away your money somehow, you know, like the Tates lock you up, take away your money, your assets. No one can take away your muscle mass, your discipline, your confidence. No one can take that away from you.
It's a snowball effect.
Exactly.
Right?
So you start there.
Yeah, and it's gonna just reach different things. Yeah. And even if you stop going, if you got that muscle memory that like it's just about showing up, then you'll get there.
Yeah, and I think it's a great metaphor, right? Like you start in the gym, it's just all reps.
Yeah.
And it's just compounding. So if you just take that same thing and apply it to real life, like you go to your job, it's just compounding. You're gonna get paid, right? Yeah. You start to save money. That's compounding. Just keep being consistent at it, and it's gonna get somewhere one day.
No, exactly.
It's the same thing.
No, yeah. That's what it is. And I think as long as if we go back to the main topic, which is obviously like manhood, as long as you put those priorities straight, you build that discipline in whatever you like and you want to do, you'll be all right.
Yeah, man. What do you think about that? So obviously I talked on like the gym. What would the next step be, or like what was something you could spin on that?
Skill set.
So give me an example of that.
Like let's say you know that you want to go into business or something, learn about it. Like you have to immerse yourself into it. Like that's your focus. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to live, breathe, and sleep. That's what it is. And I think you also need to have a level of obsession with it. You know, when I play ball, I had a level of obsession with it. When I did my e-commerce stores and things like that, I was obsessed about it. I was obsessed with the process. I was obsessed with just the results, right? So this is why I love like marketing so much, because the creativity and stuff, I'm obsessed with that.
You know, that's beautiful, because it's like the gym. You're obsessed with the results. Yeah. When you start training, you don't see them right away, but once you get gains, you see the results. You're like, fuck. And you take that whole similarity, the metaphor or whatever, and you apply it to a skill or a trade or whatever. Exactly. It's the same thing. Yeah. You start to see those results over time.
Yeah. And you just have to stick with the process. Like you are moving. It doesn't seem like it at times, but you are. And that's what I want to tell everybody too, watching and listening, is that you have to just do that little thing every time, every day, and you'll be all right. That's all it is. But anything you want to dive in that you can?
I don't know. Topic wise, I don't know. The Tyson fight's coming up soon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, it's gonna be all the prelims and shit at 6 p.m. They'll probably fight at like 8.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for that, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be big. But yeah, hopefully we can do a cigar review with you guys next time. But then again, don't forget to leave a comment, like on whichever platform you see it on, YouTube, Instagram, and whatnot, and let us know what you'd like for us to talk about next or specific topics. But we're going to give you guys some game, and some days just shoot the shit. That's all it is.
Shoot the shit, bud.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And as you understand, we really do. We really do. Because this country will never be the same. Anyway, yeah. So on that note, we appreciate the time.
Okay.
And cheers to you all. And you enjoy. Episode 2 out.